Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's morning here in the U.S. On the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. I know some of you are catching this some other place in the world. I am here in Richmond, Virginia. Do tell me where you're tuning in from, especially if you're catching me live. Today is January 21st. It's a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And well, it's cold too. The temperature is supposed to get a high, I think, of only 18 degrees here. I didn't look to see what temperature it is, so it's very cold outside. I thought about going out, and notice it's just me this morning. It's just me. Good morning, Sipo. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I sure can't see. Good morning, Sipo. Glad that you can join me. Thank you. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Is that Mike? Good morning, Mike. Glad that you can join me. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I do like to know how far out it's reaching. All right, so last week I spent each day, Monday through Friday, talking about the power that we all have within us and how we are able to tap into it, how to access it. And if I remember clearly, I didn't bring my little notes with each of them in order. But you can certainly go back and look at the videos that I have from last week. But today, before I go any further, I am addressing spiritual entrepreneurs, people who know within their heart of hearts that they were put on this planet for a specific purpose. And for whatever reason, they are either not working up to their fullest potential, and I know that was me. I love teaching. My husband and I, we both were teachers. We both retired now, but that's okay. There's still so much that we can do, and I'm still passionate about being able to move forward on my journey to be my best me, and along the way, help others to discover the greatness that we all have within ourselves. Good morning, Kim Harriet from Connecticut. Are you all getting any snow over there? I know we don't have any snow. I guess maybe it's too cold, and it's windy. It's very windy here. So I'm going to stay close to home today. Glad that you can join me, Kim. So last week I was talking about these 10 C's. I only shared 5 last week. I'm going to share 5 more this week. And today, the C word, the power within us, is consideration. When I read that word consideration, I was thinking, the base word of consideration is considerate. So I thought, okay, you always hear the expression, so-and-so is not very considerate. They don't think about other people, And again, one reason why people tend to be inconsiderate or don't consider other people and relationships is because maybe they don't have a good enough self-esteem, According to Brian Tracy, who I've been listening to, he says consideration has to do with the quality of the relationships that we have with others, how well we can get along with people. And they had done a study and found of the 10,000 people who lost their job, it was Cambridge did a study of 10,000 people who had lost their job, and the primary reason was because they could not get along with others. Have you ever come across someone like that? I mean, you're like, what's wrong with him? Well, so-and-so is very smart, but they have no people skills, don't know how to talk to people, how to get along. And he says that our success, our happiness, our wealth, our ability to achieve the successes in life has a major part to do with how we get along with others. There's a saying, no man is an island. You can't live alone. We need each other. We need the strengths of each other. And it helps us to develop ourselves to the best. Good morning, Tricia. Glad that you can join me this morning. It's just me. Usually I'm here with Roland, but he couldn't seem to get it. Oh, good morning, Mitzi. Good morning. That's right. Holiday for you guys today. No school. So, but I'm still going to do what I need to do. So, Brian says that to be considerate, we have to develop our communication skills to be able to effectively get our point across, know how to speak, clearly communicate. And if it means taking a course in public speaking, it may be in writing to be able to express your thoughts, your ideas, do those things. It's success. There's some successful people who, well, I should say not some, to journey. Okay, am I still on there? Because it's showing that I'm losing connection. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go on. All right, I'm still here. All right, so we need to work on becoming an excellent communicator, not just orally, but in written expression. Our happiness is tied up in that. And a lot of times people, they lash out at others when their self-esteem is very low. It's not every case, but it happens a lot. To be able to get along with others, don't always think of me, 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 me. I'm sure you may have come across, and if you haven't come across someone like that yet, maybe you haven't lived long enough. But there is an art to communicating, to be able to read people's emotions and expressions and be able to choose your words appropriately. Oh, okay. Good evening from my country. Good morning, Tricia. Tell me, what country is that? I would love to know. Good morning, Sipo. Let's see. Good morning, Minister Rosa J. We must first get along with ourselves. That's an important point. And that stems for the reason why some of us or some people lash out at each other, because we're unhappy with ourselves. We're disappointed because maybe we didn't achieve something that we really want. And there's nothing that says you have to stay where you are. If you're unhappy in what you're doing, you don't have to stick with it. You can continue with the job, do the best you can. But on the side, start working on developing you. Thank you, Minister Rosa J. That is such an important point. We have to be content or happy with ourselves. And if we're not, we need to pursue those things that will make us happy. As long as it's not infringing on somebody else's happiness. In communicating, in written expression, part of being able to do that effectively is vocabulary, knowledge of words. Words are so important, and I don't do this, but Brian says this is what he does, and they're small enough nowadays, dictionaries that is. He says he carries around a dictionary with him, and he's done it for much of his life. And he says the average person as a child learns somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 words in the 5 years of their lives when they're children. 5,000 words, but then once we become adults, we hardly want to learn 5 new words a year. And he says if we took on that goal to learn a new word each day, each day. Now, I didn't do it each day, but it's something that's not beyond what I'm capable of doing. Learn a new word each day, and 365 days in 1 year. Well, can you imagine what you would have learned in, let's say, 5 years? But don't make it just a cutoff point. Make it part of your life. We'll become excellent communicators to be able to persuade someone, their thinking, be able to encourage them to be able to, especially people who are salespeople. But you want to do it where the person is reaching into themselves to become the best them. Be their best, if that makes any sense. All right. He says also, low self-esteem causes personality problems. Now, I think back, it wasn't that long ago. I guess it was maybe 2016. That was, like I said, it was a horrible, my siblings and myself. That's when, we lost my mom. My dad passed away in 2013. And between 2013 and 2016, it was just being in the depths of despair, And I knew I was unhappy with me because I felt I failed my mom in her wishes, what she had wanted. And so I, became more introverted, turning in towards myself. And that's not a good place to be. You're kind of like in a dark place. And that is not who I am, and I didn't recognize me. And I started this entire journey in search of me, not only trying to help my husband with the stroke that he had had two. I was helping him, and I knew exercise was one good way to do that. So in me trying to help him to exercise and try to get the blood flowing, because blood going through your brain brings oxygen, and it just helps in recuperating. He wasn't ready there. He wasn't ready, but I felt I needed to do it to inspire him so that on the days when he felt up to it, he can still do it. But in the process, me walking every day, it helped to give me clarity of thought, helped me to find me again, so where I didn't have to go and see my counselor on a weekly basis. I was able to wean myself from that, and I realized too, the camera, it was just something that was terrifying me. And so I knew I had to overcome that, because I knew within me there was something that I needed to do, something to share, because I felt, and I'm still doing that, I'm on this journey working on me, but also helping others along the way to find the greatness, because we all have it. We all have this greatness within us. So personal development became one of my passions, because I was working on it for myself. And I saw where there are lots of people who can benefit from it. Yeah, so then my self-esteem, when I saw that I was able to accomplish that task, getting over the camera shyness, I still have it a little bit, but if I don't do this every day, I could feel the little, those, whatever it is that once you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. No, I do it because the more you do it, the better you get, the more effective you are. And especially if you have a message, something that you want to share with others, some passion within you, but something is holding you back. I do have a 5-day challenge starting this week, and today will be the last day if you want to participate in this, because you can share something that you've experienced, something that you know. So somewhere in the description, I do have a link to the 5-day challenge, Facebook 5-day live challenge that starts today. And also I do have a free course on Facebook live streaming. So I have that there for you as well. And still going back, talking about consideration, he says, this is Brian, he says, if we are clear about our goals, the things that we want to do in life, if we concentrate on what's important to us, if we are committed to being excellent, commit yourself to excellence, we'll have a tendency to start liking, even loving ourselves. And when you do this, directly, positively impacts your self-esteem and your ability to get along with other people. So that is what I have for you today. 3 things in the link before. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm glad that you can join us this morning. Well, join me. Roland promises he'll be back with us tomorrow. So today, do me a favor. Share this out if you've gotten any value at all, that somebody else out there might need to hear this. Also, let's see. Trisha is joining us from Uganda in Africa. Carmen, good morning. Glad that you can join me, Carmen. Yeah, today's a holiday. Today is a holiday, so a lot of people are off. Good morning, Cousin Jay from Greater Chicago area. And good morning, James. Good morning to you. So that's what I have. Let's see. Yeah, I missed somebody. Oh, there's more. New Leaf, Fresh Start. Good morning to you. And Ursula, good morning. Ursula says, great morning to tell a part of each of our stories. Live from Baltimore. Thank you for joining. And Fedalina, good morning to you. Glad that you can join me. And Markinson, good morning. And yes, so glad that many of you can join me this morning. So again, in the description, there is a link to, if you're interested in joining this 5-day Facebook Live challenge. I do have a invitation link there that you can click on it. If you are interested in looking at that course, it's a free Facebook live streaming course. It's there for you as well. And I do have a YouTube channel. You know, I've been uploading the videos that Roland and I do in the mornings into that, so that you can, instead of having to go through looking for the different videos that we've done, you can catch all the ones that we've been doing on accessing or developing the power that's in you. You can have it right there at your fingertips. Good morning, Iwo. I'm not sure if I said that right. Good morning to you. I thank you guys for joining me this morning. Roland and I come to you every morning, Monday through Friday, to share a nugget or two that can help you in your personal life, in your business, and on your journey towards the greatness that's in you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Bye now.